I am in Haiti because I felt a very strong calling right after the earthquake to be here, and then an even stronger calling to stay. The overall precedent that led us to starting Rebuild Globally was reading my journal and just saying every day how everybody asked for jobs.
Julie Colombino came to Haiti in the midst of an epic humanitarian crisis. Her goal was to help the people rebuild their lives in a way that they could sustain themselves long after the international aid workers, such as herself, had returned home.
The best way that we've thought to make Rebuild Globally really successful is to make a product that is of good quality, of great quality, that provides dignified employment, and that we can take care of ourselves as Rebuild Globally and do all of our community initiatives based on the funding we get from selling our product. We literally take tires from the streets of Haiti. We've collected over 700, and they cut the sidewalls off with razor blades. It's really labor-intensive work. We then use a hydraulic press to stamp out the actual shape of the shoe. Our staff here assemble the sandals. They then put the tire bottom onto the foam, they sand it around, and then they get it ready to sell to everyone else. We try not to give anything away because, especially in Haiti, it's a culture of NGOs and relief workers coming in and just giving things away. And when you give things away, you devalue people.
The sandal, as well as a handbag making operation, provides jobs to Haitians who desperately need them. But Rebuild Globaly's mission also includes community development. This means helping to provide safe homes and constructive activities for poor children, and creating pathways to education for anyone who wants to learn.
The people that were thriving the most after the earthquake were those who could speak English because they could communicate with the relief workers. And everybody asked for English class. So one of the biggest things that we decided we would do is provide living wage employment, education, and try to remove all the barriers for our staff to come to work. Well, working with the Street Boys is a very delicate situation because they're not just street kids. They are human beings. Each one has a very different situation, a very different personality, a very different need. But the biggest thing that they have in common is that they really have no one that loves them. Rebuild Globally has tried to initiate programs where we spend time with them so that they know that they're loved and they have a safe place to be, a place to brush their teeth and to take a bath in our bucket shower, and to know that they are loved and that people do care about them. They need to be fed, they need to be educated, they need to be clothed, they need to go to school. So our biggest accomplishment this year is getting 13 of those boys in school. This is an opportunity for them, for their lives to be different.
Life in Haiti is hard, but there is hope. Julie runs Rebuild Globally as a volunteer, and her all-volunteer staff spend their own money to live there, to work long hours in intense heat and torrential rain, surrounded by disease and daily perils too numerous to count. But the hope they see around them in the resilient, even joyous spirit of Haiti keeps them standing strong.
I know in America we're very used to something happening for a week or 2 weeks, and it's top news and everybody cares and everybody donates, but then they forget. And this is a place where that earthquake, it is a daily reminder here. The rubble is a constant reminder, the lack of work, the lack of education, everything is a constant reminder of that day. And so it's not over and it's not finished for us. It wears on your heart, it wears on your soul, but I don't think that there's any place else that God wants me to be than right here. And I'm lucky to be here.